Hello, today I want to do a quick video on condensers and how to test them. This little guy here is the condenser, which is essentially just a little capacitor. And if you just sit right there on this little seat, I can show you how to test it. First, I'll demonstrate on a good condenser what results you're expected to get. You'll see that my multimeter is in ohms, so resistance, which is going to induce a voltage. And you should see, when I place it on here on the lead, a high resistance. And it will go all the way to OL, which is open circuit. And then if I flick it to DC voltage, you'll see a voltage. So there we go, 4 volts. Now, it dropped down to about 4.5 volts. When I put it back on there, it should still be about 4.5 volts. And I should be able to do that all the way until it goes down to 0. So maybe that stopped at 2. When I put it back on, it should be at whatever it stopped at. And that proves that it's good. And then it should go and dissipate all the way down to 0 volts. And you can test that again and again. That proves the capacitor is good. Now, on the existing condenser on this bike, if I put it on the chassis, then on the end of the lead, look at that. 1.5 ohms, almost a dead short. 2 ohms. So the amount of ohms is how much resistance there is. So, just a straight piece of cable will have 0 ohms, and it'll go up the more resistance there is. So that's almost a dead short. And then say we put it over to volts, DC volts, because it puts a 5 volt DC induced voltage onto it. Nothing. So anything that's not those values that I mentioned at the start means that it's a bad condenser, which will dramatically affect how a bike will run.